And my parents were crack addicts. So I'm like, well, as long as it's not crack, I should be fine. So, going for a little further down the road, drugs were an issue for me, but it was also relationships. So men are a part of my story. And now that I'm older, I think it's because I wanted to be loved so bad. I loved my father and I loved my mother, and I just wanted some type of consistency, stability. And what's funny is I would believe everybody but my parents. So I didn't even have to know you, and you'd tell me something, and I'm like,
It was the gospel truth.
you're lying. You're telling me the truth, because as long as you weren't my parents, I knew you were telling me the truth, because they never followed through with anything. I couldn't count on them. And my parents were crack addicts. So I'm like, well, as long as it's not crack, I should be fine. I'm not going to do crack. I'm not like them. So when I had the surgery in 2009 and they gave me opiates, it's like I felt comfortable in my own skin. I could actually exhale. I always say it was my warm blanket. It just made me feel better in my own skin. It made me feel calm. And I'm so anxious always as is that I had just found something to help me breathe. And so finally I got cut off from them, and I was still teaching preschool, and I got really sick, and I thought it was the flu. I mean, my bones hurt though. Everything in me hurt. It hurt to breathe. The shower, the water on my skin hurt my skin. And I'm like, something's wrong. And of course, the guy I was seeing was like, you're withdrawing. And I'm like, there's no way. Only addicts withdraw. I'm not an addict.
I'm in full control
I'm
still.
in full control. So he said, we could get heroin. It lasts longer, and it's more it's stronger. And I'm like, I'll never cross that line, ever cross that line. And of course, I crossed that line. And then the needle came, and I crossed that line. And I started using, injecting it, which I never thought I would do. And when I had the Oxycontin pills, I was crushing them up in, it's awful. I was crushing them up in the classroom while the kids were sleeping and snorting them, while they're sleeping.